Hello and welcome. Just a short one, this one. I finally got round to doing the draw for the bag of goodies for the Rush Outdoors stuff. I'll play that, cut to that video now, and then announce the winner with a screenshot. I'll tag the winner into the short video, and then reach out to me, send me an email address with an email, and then I will send the stuff out to you in the post. Well done, and thank you everybody for commenting and liking. Hello and welcome back to another episode and adventure of Rush Outdoors. Today I'm up in Yorkshire, in Yockenthwaite, and this bank holiday weekend, the May bank holiday, I'm planning to complete all the Nuttalls in Yorkshire. So today I'm heading up Yockenthwaite Moor. I'm going to drive up to Sedbergh, find a van camp for the night, and then what I'll do is from there head tomorrow morning, do Randygill top on the Howgills. I'll complete all of Yorkshire, and then from there drive over to Coniston and head over to meet a few of the lads that you may have seen in previous videos in the wild camp on Greyfriars above Coniston. So first, let's go and bag this one. So I've decided to do this. I've been waiting for a dry spell, a real good dry spell, because I believe Yockenthwaite Moor, well, you can see it, it's going to be a boggy one. So nice dry period, should be easier underground. Already opened up for some good views. So that's where I'm heading, up that way. Looking up the back end of Burke's Fell, so that's Burke's Fell up that way, looking down into Buckden, and then Buckden Pike. So yeah, let's hope these clouds clear and it gets a little bit warmer, or at least the wind drop. It's not too bad, but I have forgotten my poles again. I seem to be doing that a lot lately. They're in my van. I wasn't going back down that steep path. It should be alright. It's not a big walk, this one. Strandsgill here. Not much water running off it today. There's the summit trig. I've got something interesting I want to go and see on the way down. So, but first off, let's go and get this bugger bagged. And here we have it, Yockenthwaite Moor, 643 metres. Decent wild camping spot here. Oh, look at the views all around the Yorkshire Dales. Yorkshire, three big peaks there. We're inside Ingleborough and Penagent. Fair play. Yeah, this would be a brilliant wild camping spot. Room for loads of tents, and if you get the weather, you get some absolutely amazing views. So that's Buckden Pike, Birksfell, Great Burnside, I think, that way. Awesome. I've got to make my way up north in a bit, up towards the Howgills. In fact, I think that's the lakes I can see through the gap there. I want to be heading that way first, up towards there's the Howgills. Finish off up there, and then, as I said, jump across to the lakes for tomorrow afternoon. What a view, what a beautiful view. So this little building caught my eye as I was coming up. I thought, I'll have a little look. Wow. Well. Look, maybe like a shooting hut thing. When they come and shoot the grouse, maybe. Yeah. Perfect little spot for a little break and a bite to eat. I'm going to sit here out the wind and just admire the views around, and we'll have a pasty. Can't beat against this cheese and onion pasty. Bloody awesome. I can see why people say this would be a bog fest. I mean, I just picked the line and gone for it, like coming back down. And yeah, you are on soggy moorland. Luckily enough, we've had a good long period of dry weather and sunshine, so it hasn't been too bad of a walk, to be honest. I enjoyed it. And the views are amazing again now. That down into Buckden, and then just further up is Star Bottom. Interesting little find, that little thing. I'm almost certain that they'll use that for shooting grouse and game birds on these moors. Yeah, I've enjoyed this. I'll get back down the van and then get ready to head up to Sedbergh area. All taking in the views on the drive up. Lovely and quiet. I haven't seen anybody, but while I was sat having my pasty, the little shooting up thing, I could hear voices on the top. So there was nobody behind me coming up, so I'm assuming they've come up from the other side. But look at that. Yorkshire has been the surprise for me during this journey of climbing all the Nuttalls. I mean, it's such a beautiful place. Rolling hills. Stunning. And the villages are beautiful as well. Let's get down. Let's get down. I'm back on the Dale's Way path now almost. It's only a short trek now back to the car or van. I've really enjoyed that little walk. It's not been massive. Bit of a small challenge going up, but I'm glad I've done it. Let's get back to the van and carry on with the adventure. A couple of big grey clouds appeared all of a sudden, so we're just dropping back down into the village of Hubberholm. Lovely church there, lovely river. I'll show you the bridge as well. The bridge is pretty sweet. Hello, just passing through. So I'm back at the van now. A lot of people chilling, having some butties on the benches, looking at the bridge in the background. I'm now at the van. So I'm quick changing my tops, my shoes, and I'm going to head north towards Sedbergh for the next part. Stay online. So for tonight I've booked Farms and Fell campsite, only because it's got a bar and food and stuff, saves me having to do anything. It's not the cheapest, but it is one of the prettiest places I've stayed at before. Stayed here once before last year and I just love the place. But look at this. Nice swimming area. It's lovely. Definitely swim in that. I think there is people over here. And quick nose. Ooh. Bridge down to the area. So last time I was here it was for the summer solstice. I'm not sure if there's going to be any bands on or anything tonight, but at least I know there'll be food and drink, although I do have quite a bit of drink. This bridge is very bouncy and wobbly. Right, let's go and get some food. I'm all set up for the night. So I've got the bed out and put the blanket down after. Just need the front window cover to go on. It's a bit messy at the minute, but it doesn't matter. Got some rum and lemonade to keep going for a little bit. Got my chair, got my fire pit. Got the views. It's busy. Toilet. Right by the toilet. People that know me know why. I'm like clockwork. So yeah. Music's on. 7:30. I'm going to start cooking food. The music will be down there. No, it won't. Be up there. I've got some glamping pods there. They look nice. Yeah, there's a water source. Happy days. Just gonna chill for a bit, have a shower after, get some food at 5 because I can't be bothered cooking, and then have a fire later on. Bonza. Packed all the gear away nice and tidy, still left no trace at the campsite. I'm now in Courtley at the start of the walk for me to complete the Yorkshire Nuttalls and get up Randygill top. So it's going to have some more fun. Our heads up to Yarl side, I've done that one. The rivers are still a bit dry. And I'm heading round the corner and up there. It's not that warm this morning. Hopefully when the sun gets on me I'll warm up a bit. Well, that's warmed me up quickly. Literally straight up from down there. The view's opening up. Still got that to go. But once I'm up here, majority of the ascent's done then. Looking over to Wild Boar Fell. It's almost a year ago where we done the wild camp up on Santarn. Lovely. Oh, I wonder if that farmer can give me a lift. Oh. This next bit is a bit more of a gradual ascent as I head to the saddle, and then that's Kengarth or something, and then Randygill's just behind it. Can't see it at the minute. And then I'm thinking coming down that ridge line and picking up one of them farmers tracks top of the gill, and then come back down that path and have a nose at that structure there, whatever it may, the old house, and it's got no roof on it, so but it's interesting. There's some smaller houses down below it as well. Who lived there. Look at the views now. I just got to go up this little bit and then to the left, and Randygill top's just behind it there. You can just see the edge of it. So I'm just at the saddle, or col, others might call it. Might feel the wind a bit more here now, but at least the sun's shining. And there we go. There's Randygill top there. I'll go up here, veer left, and then I'm going back down. And I want to get on that path, do some exploring. If I can find a way onto it. So you can see the route I've taken so far on that path up to the col, stroke saddle. That's Yarl side top there. I went down that ridge with the hope of going back up there, but I then went up that ridge to the calf. You can just make out Shap and some of the northwestern Lake District mountains now. Sorry, northeastern, the eastern flank. A couple poking their head up over the top of there. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. You can see Whernside and Ingleborough looking south. I'm nearly on Ken's Griff at 574 metres. I'll touch it. It's Ken's Griff 574. So I'm going to drop down a bit, then go up. I think I'll drop about 20 metres or so, and then back up to 624. Look at that today. Here we have it, Randygill top, 624 metres. My last Nuttall in the Yorkshire Dales, and what a day for it. What a beautiful day. Yorkshire Dales, every mountain above 2,000 feet with a prominence of 15 metres. Boxed off, bagged, tagged. What an adventure. What a place. Just constant rolling green hills. Absolutely stunning place. Surprised me the most out of all the places I've been. Looking up to the Pennines. Coming for you boys next. Amazing. Look at that view across to the lakes. So Coniston, so I'm going to be wild camping tonight, but I'll film that in a separate video. Right, let's get down off here. I just want a minute to take it all in, so you can see how far I've come down in a short space of time. I'm going to pick up that path, follow it along. I'm going to have a look at that ruined house, just for them knows, because you should know by now I like to go and have a little explore. Don't always like to stick to the paths. Ooh. Let's go and see what we can see. You can see the route up there. Down off up that one. Descended relatively quickly. Pick this path up. I'm going to have some fun. Stumbled upon a carcass right next to a stream. Highlights why sometimes it can be dangerous drinking from flowing water. You don't know what has actually happened upstream. You can see the saddle, the call where I was earlier. I literally come down there, up, and I'm on this path so that I can see what that ruin's all about. So the map says it's called Mountain View. So there's this, I'm guessing a barn. I'm guessing it would have been a barn, or maybe a secondary home for those shepherds, etc. Not sure. Yeah, definitely a home. That's not a barn. And then there's this old house too. Lambs. This is the bigger of the two. Yeah, maybe a bit too far gone for to be recovered for a bothy. I never know. Stranger things have happened. Yeah, there's a lot of structural damage to that. House. Interesting. I reckon that was probably still lived in till maybe the 80s, 70s, 80s, who knows. But the fireplace had some charred logs, like they'd not long been there, which is weird because the whole roof's come down. But certainly an interesting house. Mountain View it's called on the map. Oh, interesting. Another little outbuilding here. And whoa. Diddy house, I reckon. Interesting places, Yorkshire. And then there's another one further down, but I think it's lower down as well. So you can see the fence line where I made the ascent earlier. Literally straight up that. Warmed me legs up no end. Steep as. You alright guys? You okay? You having fun? Back at the area before where I said you could have a dip. Yeah, steep enough for a little swim. I'm not brave enough to do that today. It's too cold. Just trying to go across here. I'm glad that's not in spate. Oh, imagine that to be quite deep when the water's flowing. A good little plunge pool though. Right, let's get back to the van. There's the bridge and there's the van. And almost the end of my Yorkshire Nuttalls adventure. Tonight's wild camp I'll release on a separate video, so keep an eye out for that. Might not be as long as combining yesterday and today's adventure. However, it's been an absolute pleasure. Again, I can't thank you all enough for all the support, subscriptions, likes, comments. It means a lot, and I hope you keep enjoying these adventures. Right, let's bring it on. Yorkshire, I will be back. Thank you.